Hey, this is Magic Flying Potato here, and I am playing The Division 2. It's a free weekend for this game. It ends on the 28th. If you go over to the Ubisoft website, you can go ahead and get the information on the game and download it for the free trial. It is a looter shooter style game. It's not like first person shooter like Battlefield or Call of Duty, but if you haven't played the first game, The Division, or pretty much any of the Tom Clancy style games where they're more looter shooter type, I didn't think I would like it at first, but actually once playing it and get familiar with how the game plays and the setup of it, it is actually pretty fun. With the game, you're constantly upgrading your equipment. You can modify your equipment, add attachments to your rifles, add attachments into your equipment. So like if you go into your equipment field, like you look at a rifle and like this one is a level 3 that I'm going to be unlocking pretty soon. So we'll go ahead and just take a look at it. You modify it right here. I got this livery color, the red, white, and blue. You could add different sights, different muzzles, different under-rail handguards, magazines, all to modify the weapons to make them better, depending on your play style and how you want to play it. Same goes with your equipment and your clothes. You find clothes throughout the entire place, and you can just keep upgrading and modifying the way your character looks. It's pretty technical with all the stuff you have, because you also have skill trees that you upgrade as well. I'm trying to again. I'm brand new at the Division 2. I'm so used to the Division 1 setup that this one it's a bit different on the look and feel of this whole inventory and skill tree page. So yeah, I'm still, like I said, I'm still working on it. Oh, like right here, on the Division, you don't have like drones and stuff like this. This one you have drones and these little fireflies. You do have these other things, but they're called differently and they don't have the same look. The game is definitely a more updated look because it is a newer game. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through one of the missions and we'll just do some gameplay, and I will stutter and stammer throughout that.
You're right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
While I'm playing it.
Here we go. Head to the service entrance on the east side of the building.
So this is where you control yourself, or you hide along the sides. You don't have to. And if you're not used to third-person shooters, it does take a little bit getting used to do the third-person shooter part. Once you get actual like different sights, you can actually, when you zoom in on your sight or you look through your scopes, it does look more like a first-person shooter. And you just find those different things, or you could actually craft them in your main base. This is restocking my ammunition.
Portable electronic device detected.
And you got different loot crates throughout the game. And like here, I'm looking at a backpack that actually is giving me more armor than the one I have. So, you know, I'm gonna equip it. And as you get higher up in the game, different pieces of equipment adds different values to your character. So, and if you match values, it actually gives you character boost and all that. It gets, like I said, it gets pretty technical, and I have to do a lot of researching and finding out what all of it is, because it is like a RPG style game, role play.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion, so be ready.
And I know with Division 1, you have bosses that get pretty tanky, lots of armor on them, so it's not like one shot, one kill type games. I'm not sure if they updated the way the bosses are on the Division 2, where it takes like two magazines. It takes like 20 magazines to kill a big boss.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Shit. Saint's here.
Who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
And also, running the inside mission like this, if you just run straight through to each point, you do tend to miss loot boxes, which gives you parts for upgrading or new pieces of equipment or new weapons. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you should look around if you're not in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, just run through it. They miss all the good stuff.
Nobody get through. Nobody.
It's sometimes getting behind these walls like this when you're in a heavy firefight. Sometimes you tend to get stuck on the walls. One of my friends that I usually group up with, that's his. He gets killed because he gets stuck on the walls all the time. It's like can't get off. So I usually end up saving him half the time. And see, as I said, you're kind of tanky. You do have the armor that they have to break before you actually start taking damage. And right now I could like deploy my drone to get my armor back up. So that drone right there is repairing my armor, I think. Restore armor, hold V. Okay, so we're like right there, it's restoring my armor kit. Don't know how long this drone lasts. Lasts pretty long. Lasts longer than I expected it to. And you don't have to hang on the walls. You could actually run and gun these guys.
You went all the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
And that right there is loot, and you could examine it and see it's not really worth. It's the armor value is less than what I have, so I could go ahead and just mark it as loot. So when I go over to a base, I could sell all my loot at one time.
Electronic device detected.
All right, so this one, unlike the Division 1, it does tell you, it does have a countdown of when you could use your skill again. I mean, Division 1 had it, but it didn't have the actual countdown numbers. I think it just had the cooldown bar. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just running around looking to see if there is loot boxes laying around. Like right here. And if it down at the bottom left, it shows that I got 30 shock rounds. Which I could actually load and shoot if I learned how to do it. I forgot how to do it on... That's grenade. Yeah, I forgot how to do it. But you also, for like gas cans and things like that, if you shoot them, it does affect anybody that's standing around them, including yourself. That's one way to help take out the enemies and definitely bosses. It says I discovered some lockbox. I don't know where that lockbox is at. Like right here, this is a weapons kit. Doesn't do as much damage as what I'm using right now, so I could just go ahead and claim it as loot. That's a special box that you need that type of key for. Gave me an armor kit. Just kind of like a med pack, I guess. Again, it's a bit different than what the Division 1 is set up like. Oh. Definitely got to pay attention because they will sneak up on you quick, like these. Okay, I think I cleared this one. Oh, nope. Where's he at? There he is. Now, once you're out of combat, your armor does replenish on you.
I just found an ammo stockpile. I'm gonna detonate it.
all right there, Kelso?
As long as I'm not breathing asbestos. That blast did a lot of damage.
Oh, puppy dogs. Nice thing is they give you ammo boxes right before you get into main firefights in this game as well. So you don't. I mean, I've had times where I've ran out of ammo and had to run back to the box, but you're not left too often where you're totally out of ammo. Just checking for some more loot. Yeah, that's better than the pistol I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and equip it. Nice thing is they guide your way with that that diamond right there, so it's hard to get too lost. You can still do it. And then throughout the map is pretty huge. Here's the city map that I'm in right now. The detail on this is pretty cool, the way they did the 3D and stuff, and you could spin it around. But yeah, this is Washington DC, and these are the different zones on the map that you could travel to, and different levels and stuff like that. And you find phones and different things like this all over, and it gives backstories.
There's none better now that we lost Kieran.
I'm sure there are. They're just not willing. Can't say I am either.
You've led troops in battle. This can't be that different.
It's a world of difference, Thomas. War is about killing. This is about living. I know
I'm on the roof, holding for backup.
I have eyes on you, Kelso.
You see Saint?
I don't know what he looks like, but there are plenty of hostiles up there.
Not for long.
So what's our situation? Give it to me straight. I don't want any of this man.
And with these collections, you actually, there is, if I knew how to navigate this screen,
It's bad. Whoever planned this.
they actually have an area where you can see everything that you've collected and like how many more you have to go, and
Do we have any idea who's responsible?
you get
Or is this a natural outbreak?
like mission unlocks for those. And
DCD has just confirmed the pathogen is a smallpox variant. There's no way that got loose where it did, when it did, without some help.
So who was it? Moscow? Beijing?
They've got problems of their own, sir. The truth is we don't know. We just don't know.
Glad you made it. Ready when you are.
and that right there is telling you, like, the bosses, they have the double armor, so they definitely take a lot more damage.
Let's do this.
And this is one of these games that you could play solo, or you could team up, co-op with it. It does have PvP as well. It's called In the Dark Zone. But yeah, it's fun to play either way. It's fun to play solo. It's actually a lot of fun to play in co-op too. So that the drone that she just deployed does all that damage. And there's the boss right there for this level. Which, low level, he's pretty easy. There are some that just yeah, it takes a while to get them down. And before going into these zones, you could actually set regular, or you could upgrade to hard, which gives you better equipment, but it also definitely is a lot harder. All right, so yeah, see, these are the special, once you start getting into the different colored pads or equipment, it has these modifiers down here, and if you equip like sets of 3, you get bonuses and stuff like that, like matching sets. So from what I read and understood.
Eleanor? Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Who are you? What's going on?
She's in shock. I'll bring her down when she's fit to move. Let's meet at the theater later.
So I'm just going to run around real quick to see if I can find any more loot boxes laying around. Yeah, here's one. Grenades, which I already have. So certain things that automatically re-equips you.
Hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
Just mowing him over.
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for
Oh, that was easy.
We got Eleanor. Is she okay?
And I leveled up.
She's okay. I'm bringing her home. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. See you soon.
We've got some new footage of the hyenas. Might help you make more sense of them.
Step back.
And this is what's cool about this game too, is they do this a lot.
Man, we don't want any trouble.
Wanna see what I can do?
Guys, maybe we should just
No fucking way.
Pretty gruesome. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But once again, this is a free weekend, and it is also on sale. So if you just want to check it out, it is pretty fun. It is a pretty addicting game. And if you have Xbox One, you still have a few more days to the end of September to get the Division 1. If you have Xbox Gold Live, you could actually get the Division 1, the first game, for free to keep. But you got to get it before the end of September if you have Xbox Gold Live. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And, yeah, have fun out there playing whatever you guys are playing. And this is Magic Flying Potato, and I am Ooh.